Washing, gonna find Bolu, but does get hit markers by Jez. Going up against, they're now all tied up. 1-1. Theo is going to get taken down by Jazz. You can now see Jazz pushing up towards the B flag. We're rocking that 35 round. See that we have Bake pushing up incredibly far, but this should be a free kill for Theo. Sure enough, it's the push from the backside. Finds Jazz.
Licença, Tocinha, Pofo, botão no cofrinho do Limes, Pofo pra cima do Delzinho, double Pofo do craque, faz clique aí meu chat, você tá no YouTube, faz o clipe da jogada, tomara tá,
Um som,
vou cravar cima, crava esquerda,
tem um, só tem real. Vai ter mais um. Aí tem que botar essa
pode ver agora, calma,
nossa!
And we've got two players left to deal with. Epic 420. Oh my god, Lucky, what the hell was that? Count them out. Can't do it. Lucky is Dark Wizard. You're the only hope here, Dark Wizard. Oh my god. We've got a 2v5 that is a reality. Lydia looking for the shots. Lydia's gonna round the corner. Lydia finds one. Lydia just needs to find Lucky. Doesn't happen. We're going to another round. The most at the moment. Finds another one. Just an absolute demon. Dave is going in.
People see, there is one A now.
Marvel misses one, but doesn't miss twice.
Out. Oh my. Chris, he's all 1-4. Where you at, homie? I know you're a typical sniper in this area, but right now you're a sniper. It ain't even close. Lucky. Get headshot. Costco, you want the smoke? Get it too, homie. We got a 1v1.
Oh my goodness, Iona! Bro, watch.
X7 was left alive. Now it's Iona looking to make.
Yo, this girl's dirty. Aggressively push up to this degree. Lydia's able to find one. Artemisa coming through. What's that? Is that a kilo? Whoa! Artemisa, Damascus kilo. Ooh, Kells. Finds one, is looking for two, but Artemisa. Yo, this girl kind of nuts in the kilo, bro.
Yo, how are you?
I have been.
He is a freak. He's a beast.
Found herself on that Sparrow shot. But the Angels do maintain this P3. Oh, break stuff. Well, it was looking good for a minute there for the beginning of this round, but it has quickly gone in. I think you're right on the money. The arrows can push that up, finds two in the feed to start things off. Those double kills are worth a ton of points, let alone.
Alrighty, good evening, everybody. We're back for another night of Mobile Mayhem. As always, it's your boy Verdict. Joining me is, if you didn't get enough of us, it's a double dose of trouble. Denominator on the ones and twos with me. Dave, how are we feeling about coming into day number 8 of North America Mobile Mayhem in comparison to where we were earlier in EU?
I definitely feel better after a nap. That's what I got for you. But you know what? We had a pretty good day in EU today. Not because the games were all super intense, even though we did have some really good matchups, but all of our teams showed up, and that's not something you get a lot of in EU. So I'm hoping North America will continue that energy and maybe even bring us some better games to witness as well.
All right, speaking about better games, we'll go ahead and take a look at it right now as I'll take a look at the matches of the day. Seminole versus Galaxity. That is by far going to be a banger. Best matchup of the night to start us off with. Followed up by the UD Angels and Demise. We'll have more conversation on that one here momentarily. Some bad news on the right-hand side of the screen. Not with the Angels. Angels are here and ready to play. Trying to figure out what that second matchup might be, as Demise might be pulling out. Nonetheless, Luminosity Gaming and Devious. Devious almost takes down the giant TLE. TLE dumps both Devious and LG back-to-back last week. They've got a bye. They've earned it. Dice and 11. This is where this one gets even crazier, Dave. We start off with a banger. We end with a banger. It is certainly going to deliver tonight.
Well, I'm certainly excited for it. We've got plenty of talent here for the European, started talking about Europe earlier. For the North American Mobile Mayhem broadcast for the night. So I'm pretty excited. During this first matchup, there's definitely some players to be on the lookout for, right? I mean, not only do you have some star-studded players, some stage 5 champions, right? You got Bolu in the mix here. You got Blur, you got Space, Solo, and Zai. Look over the opposition. You got some names that during the last year were very upcoming players. I know one that I'm going to be looking out for is Kings, as well as Cartels. You've also got Jesus and Pepe on the lineup from a second place finish at Worlds 2 years ago. So you got some crazy good talent in the mix here, man.
Yo, I was watching Teabag stream earlier, and I was watching Teabag because I like Teabag, but they were scrimming Sims, so I was like, I gotta get the hands on this. I got the back end of the Hardpoint on Summit. My God, Bolu, I think he got better. I looked at it, he was heavy carrying. He was getting hill time, he was getting kills. He was doing everything, carried that team to a victory in the, in a scrim, obviously, but nonetheless, we're going to get the first sighting here in North America, Mobile Mayhem. I'm reading in chat, and they're saying, hey, you know what? He played in LATAM last night. Well, guess what? We haven't seen him in North America yet. Super excited to see it now as we get to see it now as we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Luminosity up top with standings. We'll take a look at that. Galaxity with 85 points as well as TLE. Seminole with 80. 70 for Dice. Rounding out top 6. 11. Will you remain up top? Devious has a chance to answer back, but they got to go against the Giants. Demise, they have demised. I don't know how to better say that. They have disappeared. Out of pocket, out of time for them. They're not going to be playing. Angels 15 with SXC wrapping out the top 10. Day this first series is certainly going to be delivering. Take a look at the best of 3. It looks pretty promising. It is Hardpoint on Hacienda to start this puppy out. And it does look like we're going to go to at least a search or destroy on Meltdown. And if it does go the distance, I'm begging for it. This one has potential to do it. It's Crossroads Strike. We're getting to see the #1 team in Mobile Mayhem versus arguably one of the best teams in all of North America, right?
One could say so. I think it's still very early in the year. I think there's a lot of time left where other strong teams may be able to develop. But right off the bat, definitely a solid lineup on the side of Seminole. So, and we know they bring talent to the table every year. So, they're not picking up any pushover players in general. So, it's pretty solid. And I can't wait to get into this matchup. You're telling me that Bolu is playing even better. And, as a stage 5 champion, to say that he's playing better is,
yeah.
Homie's already got a title that says he's one of the 5 best in the world, right? So
he's literally the most winningest
multiple
COD mobile player, in the game. It's him, and then it's Marshy, and then it's the rest of the world. Nobody else cares because he is sitting prominently up top, right? I'm trying to see. He's the only player who's been on multiple, like him and Marshy. Tribe 2020, Tribe 2021, Tribe 2022. Bolu has literally been a part of the dynasty. Can he keep the name going? I think this is a team that, we've talked about in the past, Bobby at least. Could be the team that Tribe enter into COD Mobile, but that LG team certainly looks dynamic this year too. So we've got some pretty interesting developments around this roster mania that has led us to some crazy things. The lineup: Space, Blur, Bolo, Zai, Solo. No Jez in the lineup here, as I believe he did not play last week. As a matter of fact, he is no longer on the Seminole roster as of right now. We'll keep everybody eyes and ears peeled back for that one.
One player waiting to get readied up here, Verdict, and we'll get you guys into the action here as soon as possible. I'm definitely excited to get into this game. Like I said, we got stacked talent on one side. You've got some really solid talent on the other side as well when you look at the likes of Pepe and Jesus, and then you've got some upcoming players as well, 2 of which at least are players that are on our players to watch, right? So I'm excited for this one. Hacienda definitely seems like a great way to start things out. We've seen strategies change on this map in Europe. Definitely excited to see how such a stacked team in North America is going to bring this to the table. And then Meltdown, one of my favorite search and destroy maps. I'm definitely excited for that one as well. Crossroads Strike, if we get to a game 3, doubt. yeah, huge doubt we get a game 3, but I don't know.
In this series?
Maybe Galaxia Simplicity take it all away.
They were literally the #1 team last Thursday. And then, and then LG took it by 5 points.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say is the head-to-head against TLE, they've got it. That's the only team that TLE's lost to all season long. Okay.
I still don't think we see a game 3. I think Seminole takes this one.
Okay. All right. We got spicy takes off the rip.
You can call it bold if you want. I'm Seminole all the way on this one.
Ooh, let's go. Love to see a little bit of BUYEST in the comms. A little bias chat. I'm just kidding, obviously. We're just capping here. No capping here in P1, though. Except for size. He's going to be able to cap one like a Pokemon, and surely enough, he's going to drop as he feints as well. So P1 out in the open, still wide open for anybody's game to go. Pepe trying to get a little bit of a headway through the connector site. Nonetheless, it is the Kings, so we're going to be able to take the Kings of Galaxia. I say Kings. He's King Squad, certainly. They're taking the bulk of P1 so far, but still, again, out in the open means it is highly contested, not as favorable or desirable.
All right, well, P1, a little bit scrappy, a little bit of points going each way, but we all know that it's really P2 where things start to take off for a team on this map. P2 is often referred to as the money of Hacienda, but we'll have to see how it does get played, because I gotta say, in Europe earlier, it did not look as money as we would like to think, and right now you can see we've got players swarming onto multiple sides of the entrance, but does look like Cartel's going to be able to pick off 2 before he succumbs to space.
Oh my.
Right now, it is Galaxia still on the hill.
Yeah, it is, but look at these spawns, man. Cartel's literally spawning right behind one player in the backside of the garage. And surely enough, driveway heavily contested. It's all highly fought after, and right now, so far, so good. Side of Galaxia, they are locking it down. Space. Going to be dropped there as Solo is going to be able to get the entry with Zai. They're going to be able to tag team it up, but it's a team in yellow. Galaxity maintaining the fort and the pressure. Blur trying to intensify things. He's got 8 in the feed. He's going to find a 9. Pepe going to be saved by a godsend of a reload, but sure enough, his teammates are there to clear it up. So Garage, not as locked down as one would think. And over to New we go. 10 seconds left to go. Scrap is certainly going to be fought for. Jesus saves. Damn near gets Blur off on the back. Crazy off angle. Nonetheless, Scrap's still going to go 100% in favor of the boys and gals over at Seminole.
All right, well, a lot going on here. Looks like a Pred missile's going to come in for 1 for none other than Blur. And chat, you guys have listened to me and Verdict over the past year. We give Blur a hard time. Kid's actually cracked, okay? He's not as garbage as we talk about him, okay? He's coming through. He's got a strong team. And he is top frag for the lobby right now, coming through 11 kills on the board, pulling out that gravity vortex. Try to get some area denial here. Still hate that they made it so you can't die to your own gravity vortex.
Yeah.
If you do, seems like a skill issue, but what do I know?
Hey, look, it was one of those high risk, high rewards right now. Blur. He is on it, bro. Like, I'm seriously looking at it from his perspective. It is disgusting. He finally gets shut down. No, he's still alive. God, how is a man still doing it? He's got 14. Claw comes out for a little bit of handiwork. 40-point advantage rolling into this one. 10 seconds left to go. It is not looking good for Galaxity off the rip. As a matter of fact, Space is cooking too. The whole left-hand side of your screen is a walking 3-piece at any given time. Now, heading over to the rock side, 82-39. Locking it down so far. The advantage going to remain in favor of the boys and gals over at Seminole. Let's see how much longer they can do it. Top side going to be controlled for Pepe. Onto the hill we go. It's Solo. He has got a purifier, and he's looking to burn anybody. Let's see who's going to be the first victim. Filet, they go. The Sparrow actually is going to trade out. And nonetheless, that actually panned out perfectly for the side of Galaxity now as they have a little bit of hill time, Dave.
All right, well, a little bit of hill time, definitely something they need. They're sitting down about 40 points to their opponents right now, so trying to make a comeback would be absolutely huge for them here, but they got to find a way to get Blur off of whatever this good game he's having is. He's trying. Look at the rest of the team as well. The rest of the team all sitting on 11 kills of their own each, so absolutely out frying on the side of Seminole. I don't think that should truly be a shock, though, right? With the names and the talent that are on this team. And Galaxity may have been in first place up until Luminosity took the lead against them, and then you know, they may have had a great game against TLE, but consistency is a big factor as well, and I just don't think these guys are vetted enough to bring this game together. They got to come here and prove me wrong. I mean, you've got Cartels, one of the players I mentioned to watch, sitting up here at 14 kills. Jesus, my dude, a runner-up of a stage 5, sitting down on 6 kills. What happened to this guy?
Man, you know, he's had some history. You know, he didn't make it past stage 4 last year. This time around, he's having a slow start here in the Hardpoint. As a matter of fact, King's also having a slow start. I looked at some of the stats. I think he leads Mobile Mayhem by a mile in most kills per game, or kills per game average. I think he's averaging right around 42, and the drop-off goes from, like, that to 36. So that's a huge, drastic change. Right now, he is not even in double digits. The team's hemorrhaging. As a matter of fact, they're not even in the triple-digit category, whereas we're looking at it from the Seminole side point. They're getting free time off P1. This is downright a travesty, downright disturbing. Bolo going to wrap it up now as they're going to bank on a break here on P2, the so-called money hill of this map. Let's see how much value we get out of it now as a hill pops open for business. 3 seconds from now, we are going to see only 2 players on it from the side of Seminole. Or not Seminole, but Galaxity. And Date, it ain't looking good.
No, it ain't looking good at all, man. You've got Seminole really starting to extend the gap here. Blur comes through with a couple on the Gravity Vortex. A large majority of these kills are blue in the feed. You got Kings pushing into the point, gets gunned. And this is some big retake here for the side of Seminole.
Yeah, retake would insinuate that they had the hill to begin with. Man, it has not been the case. They had not had any of this P2. As a matter of fact, they early set up like 30 seconds into this one day. They were already making the rotation. Finally, it started to pay off. You're down tremendously. I mean, this is disgusting performance out of the Galaxity team. This is a map that we've seen and known, and you would expect to see some of these ARs like Kings wrap and fully come through with a stellar performance right now. It's going to be the early setup over to the well site. We go. The spawn's not favoring anybody at the moment. P3 is open for business, and defenses looks like it's going to be wide open for Seminole take. Let's see how they handle the pressure now as we dive in for a quick Seminole lesson in.
Guys, I'm staying next to them.
Yeah, flashing over patio, flashing over patio.
I'm watching well.
Patio, I didn't flash anybody. Line grab.
Don't pick.
Archer's flanking.
Oh, claw 3, winery, 3 winery.
Enter.
And one on the stairs.
Yeah, 2 stairs. There are 2 inners. Claws inner now. Bouncing inner and outer.
One patio.
Flash patio.
Close heady low. One side patio. So
Looking down.
Good job, they moved up.
there's one more stairs, 2 more stairs.
Yeah, I got him.
Both dead. No,
I'm
one
Larry. Do the
shot.
office.
I got him. Well, bunch is well behind. I'm gonna go for both.
Well,
I got him.
So I go new.
Lot going on in those comms. W sound outs as we see Cool Common Collective. Everything is at a all-time high here. Seminole finally starting to click, and that pressure that we heard out of their first listen-ins, the first few weeks of the season, I'm starting to finally see a little bit of comfortability out of it, and it's for sure right now. Big operators being invested on this one. The Sparrow going to get dumpstered. Kings now the last hope is he's got the Annie Day. This could be it here if they cannot hold the remainder of this time. They need all of it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't here for the first couple listen-ins where you guys maybe had some miscommunication or anything. I gotta say, I felt like I was back in North Carolina after listening to that one, all right? I mean, that looked like, and I'm sorry, that sounded like a team that is competing for a world championship, for sure. You had call-outs, you had confirms, you had the strategy coming through on the calling out those rotations that needed to be made. So absolutely huge, and I wonder if we'll get that same level of competitiveness out of the side of Galactica.
Well, Galactica, they got to fight back here. They got to keep the dream alive right now. They could very well see this one in.
Galactica.
Here on the P1 reset now. It's saying starting to look little gloomier and gloomier for the Galaxity team. And right now, only 50 seconds needed to close it out. I don't know if we're going to get all of that time. Zai holding down the fort here in the water side of the fountain. And man, he's got a god tier heady in the spawns, favoring him for the time being. Up top, though, Cartel's going to be able to fend off for one as he gets traded down. This is Galaxity, the end of the road. You've got to perform here. You can't even get him off P1. This one, I mean, even though it's not done day, this is about as done as it gets. 20 seconds now needed to shut down. Seminole all over the objective for the time being. Finally, some semblance of life there on the right-hand side of your screen, but you can't set up early when you don't have the hill to the time. Charlie can end right here. 13 seconds, Galaxity. You need to get on the point.
Well, you are right, Verdict, but I don't think it's really their choice. Seminole are not letting them on the point. Space finally going to get taken down by Kings. Not enough time for Seminole to end things on that P1, but P2 is coming. Zai is here on the heady. There's only 3 points to go for the side of Seminole. Cartel.
Oh, speaking of Zai, man,
shut down
pulls up,
one.
yeah.
There's so much going on around this hill right now. You've got smokes, you've got trophies getting tossed out, you've got Kings pushing in for 2. Can't tell if that was body shooting or predicting another opponent to come around. But either way, right now, Galaxia, which that name I will eventually get correctly, chat, is maintaining a good hold on this P2, making it look like money once again. But as I say it, Zai gonna make the break in. 39 kills deep, only 3 seconds to touch the hill. Cartels gets his body on, but immediately gets fragged out. And that's gonna be the 250 to 148 victory coming through for the side of Seminole. But Galaxia, I mean, they put up a hell of a fight during that game.
I don't know where you saw that fight, bro. It did not look like the case. First set of hills, brutal. Second set, not much better. You get 150 off of it, not quite, 148. P2, the third time around, finally looked like a team that knew what they were doing on a money hill. As a matter of fact, they got so bested in this map. I didn't know what I was watching. This is about as bad of a performance as I've seen out of them all season long. Remind you, this is a team that has beaten TLE, the best team in all of Call of Duty Mobile, with an asterisk on top of it.
Make sure you check the pin
in a 2-0 fashion. In a 2-0 fashion. Okay? And it was dominant. They did the same thing to TLE, 250 to 125. Right? 200. It didn't even matter. This team has great abilities to just not show up tonight. I don't know what it was. Nobody even reaching north of a minute except for Pepe. But that comes at the expense of going double negative and some. Brutal. Map number 1 for this matchup on the left-hand side of your screen. Bolo's back, chat. 33 and 21, a minute and 48. He may not be your MVP, but he has certainly fallen in suit. This lobby was, drastically held captive by Seminole the entire game.
I mean, you guys have seen a different TLE than I have, okay? That's where I gotta put this, because I watched TLE play Devious and almost lose.
I made a call out earlier. Jez is on the subs list for Seminole. On my sheet, it showed that Jez wasn't on the roster. It has since been corrected. I looked at the top of the left-hand side of our screen earlier on our Runner Show. He was not there, okay? That is an oversight by me. I looked at it 2 times to confirm he was not there to begin with. That was corrected since, though. So I'll make a fool out of me. He is still listed on that Seminole roster, but he was not there earlier. He has not been in this lineup for the past 2 weeks now. Sorry for really interrupting.
Oh, you're good. I was just saying that you guys have seen a different TLE than I have, right? Like the TLE from when I came in and casted, played against Devious. So the hype up of Galaxity destroyed TLE doesn't ring the same to me, if that makes sense. It just, I don't know. This is a tough team to beat either way. Either way you look at it, Seminole is, this is top tier talent at the top of the top.
Okay. We're getting geared up for escape number 2 here as I'm taking a look at it. We are going to be looking at the top of the top talent as we are seeing game number 2 come through. It is Search or Destroy on Meltdown, one of our classics. Glad to see it back in the mix. certainly need to see this Galaxity team step up and perform in order to see that Game 3 life. You mentioned it earlier, Dave. You said this was not going to be a scrappy one. You said it was going to be a quick 2-0. And so far, after that Game 1, sounds like you might know more than you anticipated. Might know more, even though we've been watching it. But this Galaxity team has been on an upward spiral ever since last season. Even though it's not the same team, certainly a team that brings some of the familiar faces from last season. So,
all right, well, I was predicting a 2-0, and we'll have to see if that ends up being the case. Obviously, Search, a very different mode, and, well, Jesus being a sniper, we were asking where his performance was during that first game. Maybe it's about to come our way here in the Search and Destroy, but it's got to happen quick here. So far, the 2-for-1 trade in favor of Seminole. Jesus starting to make that rotation up. No first blood through the snipers on the mid there, but Bolu gets a spot on him. Pepe able to find one in the background.
oh! Able to get one in the background. Bomb goes down along with it. Jesus, the last hope. Can he save this round? Able to gone down one. Last one standing. He's on the bomb, already trying to hop it. And surely enough, the predictions are there, but the shots aren't. The gear side approach, absolutely making it happen here. And a 1-0 in favor of the team on the right-hand side of your screen, starting off pretty spicy with a first-round attack victory.
Is chat accurate here? Are you telling me that Galaxia also beat Luminosity 2-0?
That is true. 2-1.
2-1.
2-1 and
Okay.
2-0 against TLE. Forgot about that.
Maybe I'm not giving Galaxia enough credit, but you know what? They can learn me something here right now. And gotta say, Jesus came through with a big play there in the final seconds of that first round of Search, able to clutch up the 1v2 for the team. Now Bolu coming through with the push, gonna find a big kill there for the team. Puts number 3 on the board. That is going to be a 3-for-1 trade. Seminole. Certainly you guys don't drop this round, right? Zai takes down Kings, and that's going to leave just Cartels. Now, Cartels did fry during that first game, but he's getting rotated on right now. He hears the footsteps behind, gets a free one on Zai. Makes this look a little bit more doable, but we're still talking about 3 highly skilled members of the Seminole lineup who have bomb down and are guarding it as well.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Bombs down. It's right on the gears. Blur doing his due diligence. Every angle on the offside is covered as well. Space holding a nasty topside heady. Blur, HVK in hand, making this gun look good as well. He is just holding on for dear life, waiting for the support there from Bolo. They're not going to collapse or stack. The team shots coming through. Bolo on the right, left-hand side, on the top side. You've got Blur. Where are they at? There they are, right behind the head glitch. Well played to a T. This one not going in favor of Galaxity after a stout round 1. No clutching in that 1v4 for Cartels. All right, payoff round.
I had to time someone out there for a minute, and then they had the audacity to ask me why.
Was it the name?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It was not appropriate. It was not even close.
Yeah. Hey, look, chat, choose your names wisely. Choose your gunfights wisely as well. These gunfights here, they're being won. They're hard fought. This is a tooth and nail broadcast right now. Back and forth, we've gone tit for tat. Bombs planted. Over at the A site, nuclear is stacked. Well, Shotzi is making the Godsian rap. I don't know. I'm usually a huge fan of this one, but send him out for the intel. Jesus hold the fort down on the inside as well. Inside is compromised on the outside. Shotzi gets caught with his pants down. And it's all on Jesus. Can he save this round yet again? Gets shots on Zai, and he's gone. Fastest man alive. Let's see if he can get Solo in the act. Does get the shots in. He gets the kill. Solo trying to ditch the bomb. Oh, it is not quick enough. Jesus saving this Galaxity team twice already in the Search and Destroy. That's funny. Wow.
He may not have been very present in the Hardpoint, but you know what? The Search, this is where we expect him to shine. So I'm glad to see that he's coming through with the effort here, because I was starting to wonder, well, you know what? Bolu picks up a big kill there, but Kings in size able to come through with an extra couple kills there. The 2-for-1 trade in favor of Galaxity. Galaxia. Oh my god. One of these days, chat, I'll get it right.
Oh, come on, Shotzi. Do you have your headphones in, bro? There's no way you get pooped on like that. Solo. Showing up and showing out why he's one of the best movement players here in COD Mobile professionally. Chucks the nade on the inside. Pepe gets collected. It's the wall bang from Zai. And now we're on the hunt. 2v3, looking like it might be a clutch, but Jesus, yet again. How much ice does he have in his veins? Just enough. There's the deagle. There's the second
Oh
gun.
my goodness!
Oh, holy! What do we just see, Jesus?
Well, chat just caught up
Monster.
to the last round clutch, and
Wow.
taking another one.
Hey, brace yourself,
Oh
chat.
my
That
goodness.
one was doozy.
With the Deagle 2-piece, nonetheless. The Deagle 2-piece coming
Jesus.
through. Big plays out of Jesus saves. And let me tell you, he's saving this search and destroy right now for sure. Space able to open up with a first blood. Is that Shotzi? Is that what I heard you say?
That is Shotzi, yeah.
What a bot.
Man, you should have seen him last round, bro. He was literally camping the top side of the ladder of the opponent's site, and Solo puts one of those godsend moves on him. Cartel's now last player alive. Is everything just kind of happening so damn quickly. This time, no clutches needed. Jesus is not a part of this equation. And a 3-2 round, still favoring the side of Galaxy, but that is all three of those rounds iced up by yours truly. Jesus can save. My guy has been on a burner here in this search and destroy. Not a heater, not a mini burner, not a baby burner, not a mini heater. This one is a burner off the rip. We're only 6 rounds deep, and he's already got 7. Here comes the brute force push over to B side. Trophy saving everything. They're tossing it out the window though. As Solo and Zai getting mixy with it. They've got the top side control. Pepe looking to get involved as well. There goes the first. Looking for the shots on Zai. He's in the sniper perch. Does not anticipate Bolu. And Bolu going to put some shots in. The team kill comes through. Jesus shut down as well as the rest in that round. Quickly over just like the last. This one still delivering very, very high-paced gameplay.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. And dude, I had to go back. I saw chat was reacting to Shotzi getting fried, so I didn't clip it, okay? I didn't clip it, but I pulled up the clip to see Solo destroyed him.
Yeah, Shotzi's going to go back and watch that and be like, ooh, I got pooped on.
Yeah. I switched over to Solo right after that. I thought Solo was locking down the round for the team, and then Jesus came through and well, how long can you have Jesus carry you guys through the search? Jesus has clutched all 3 of the rounds that Galaxia have won, and now he's in a position to maybe have to do it again. Blur got dumpstered.
Just deleted, man. What are his shots? Jesus finally shut down, but it's Bolu. Bolu now is going to have to push the bomb. Cartels, he's already hopped it. He's not in sight. He can't get the contest. The bomb plant not favoring him. And as much ice as Bolo has in his veins, he doesn't have the COD timing. Cartels does. And a 200 IQ hop, man, did not anticipate Cartels to be right on that one. GG's well played from Cartels. Not needing Jesus to clutch it this time around. Their first one all game long.
I don't know if I would say that because Jesus picked up 2 extra kills.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Fair enough.
And got Bolu low enough to a point that he couldn't
peek. That's a good point. Damn good point.
I don't know if we can say Jesus didn't clutch that one. I hate to take the credit away from Cartels there, but my goodness, Shotzi maybe heard us talking about him there and ends up coming through with a 2-piece, including taking down his Solo Kings. To find the one onto Blur before getting taken down by Space. That's going to leave Space and Bolu in a 2v3. They need a little bit of that Jesus in their life right now because now it's Space in a 1v3 situation.
There we go.
Rounds the corner, gets fried, had to come check the bomb, so can't really blame him there. But Pepe with the defuse and Galaxia right back in this one.
Yo, this game has been electric. We have not had a round that has not produced like banger, clips, feeds, disgusting flicks, just downright devastating movement. Shotzi finally picking up the slack. Might have hurt him, man. His ears are certainly burning after those first 2 rounds, man. He was getting, the absolute worst end of the deal. Right now, he's going to get the worst end of this one. Solo's just got his number. Jesus, going to get... Jesus... Or Solo's going to get Jesus as well. God, I can't even speak. Solo just moving so quickly on my screen. This one, already said and done. Pepe. And King's last two alive with 37 seconds. King's going to be able to find the opener there with the first blood. As a 2v4 retake ensues. Bolu, left-hand side as well. They all stacked up. And the odds against these players, Bolu going to be able to find one, make it two. And chat. We're starting to see this one turn out to be an absolute banger. Unlike the Hardpoint, we got a little fight here from Galaxity. We call him Galaxity. It's a simpler Galaxia or Galaxia Simplicity. It's kind of like Bobby's coin phrase, so we just kind of stuck with it.
I'm sorry, what was Bobby's coin phrase?
Galaxity. It's a simpler Galaxia Simplicity, without saying all that.
Galaxity?
Yeah.
That's what I said like a bunch of times.
You said Galaxia too, or I don't know what you said.
I did say like 5 different things.
Yeah, you said so. Yeah.
I can't really blame you there, but you know what? That's all right, because I'll get it down eventually, chat. All right, 3v2. You have the bomb plant coming out of the side of Seminole. That's going to leave Shotzi and Cartels the clutchest from the team. They've got no more Jesus saves to do it for them. Bolu's going to fry the first. Bolu's going to fry the second. Bolu's sitting on 14 kills right now.
And a bomb plant right there. Jesus.
Kills?
He's cooking, bro. Let Bolo take the wheel. The right-hand side, we don't have anybody in double digits except for Jesus. And he's iced up 3 out of the 5 rounds. Actually, we can just go ahead and say it. 4 out of the 5 rounds. He's basically won it, putting them on their back. They're going to have to pick up their weight. Pick up their slack. A-side hit yet again, Solo. Doing solo things. Jesus wraps right in front of him. Jesus takes one to go. King's now trying to get out of dodge. Look at King's on the run. Solo says, get over here. And now we're going to see this one finish. 6-5. So far, so good on the left-hand side of your screen. We get the flip and everything starting to come to light. This Galaxity team not hanging with the best here against Seminole.
All right, well, definitely been a great search and destroy. And although our Hardpoint was better than a lot of the matches that we saw today, you're right, it did feel like Seminole were in control for the most part of that game. And it's been back and forth here. It's been back and forth. We've got some overtime opportunity for Galaxity here. Oh, well, maybe with Shotzi hopping out the window, not checking the surroundings. Could be a bit of an issue. Cartel's going to drop as well. It's now a 5v2, making a 4v2 as Jesus does find one. But I'm going to have to guess that this one's over here, Verdict.
Yeah, I mean, there's not enough ice in Antarctica for this clutch to come through. Jesus saves now to 1v4. This is for the ace. What can he do? He's got a UL. Here comes the squad. Ganging up on him. The bullies are here to play as the Rose Skims round the corner. The 7-5 victory. It was close when it started, but as it unfolded, as I mentioned, Galaxia just not showing up in the search and destroy. They had a few peak rounds, but after that, man, they're getting pieced apart. Solo cutting the map in half. He is literally from one end to the other. And you got Bolo. He ain't missing, bro. He is back with a vengeance. We'll take a look at it. Seminole, the 2-0 sweep. Dang, you called it. You know what? I'm just gonna say that's beginner's luck. That's just dumb luck. That's beginner's dumb luck. Like you happen to like bounce into a Seminole matchup that has a peak Seminole. This is the best they've looked all season long.
You would think, chat, at some point that Verdict would stop doubting me.
You would think that, wouldn't you? You'd be wrong if you thought that, though.
You would be. Absolutely would be. All right. Well, you know what? Big game out of both of these teams, specifically Jesus coming through and honestly keeping the team in that game for a majority of it. So absolutely huge performance coming out of him. And, well, we'll have to see as we continue to roll on here if any of our other games will excite even more, possibly get us some of that Game 3 action because, well, let me tell you, Jesus may have been popping off, but Bolu and Solo.
That's a good
I
combo.
can't
Hey,
talk
look,
to me.
look.
I
They
can't
were-
talk. I couldn't
They
talk to
combined
you.
for
I
31.
can't talk to
That
them.
wasn't Seminole. That was Solu. Or Bolo.
Solo. There you go. Thanks for the recovery. I needed that one.
There we go. Oh, man. All right. His first series in, it delivered. Didn't go to a game 3, but as Dave mentioned, he said it's a 2-0. I mean, on paper, it's dumb that we even considered that this matchup would be close. And he was right. Search and Destroy delivered. We got some quality rounds out of it, but nonetheless, not enough ice in the world for that last round to come through. So, Bolo coming through with the GG, LOL. Man, he's a purebred winner. Love to see it. Great to have you back, Bolo. Welcome back to the league. Certainly looking forward to you competing in majors as well. We're going to get geared up for our second series, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure what that one's going to be, but we are going to take a moment to thank the sponsors and hear a word from them. So don't go anywhere. We're going to hear from Gorilla COD Mobile. Have a few clips to post and look at in between time. But we should be back here momentarily. Don't go anywhere. ladies and gentlemen, second matchup on our hands. We have another banger. We said Demise might have ultimately disappeared. I don't know what word I use, but you guys get the picture. They're no longer in Mobile Mayhem. This is the third team that NA's had to replace. Luckily enough, we had someone ready to fill the shoes. It is Team Mercy coming through. They're going to be trying to put the pain on to the UD Angels, but these girls, they have looked better and better every time I've seen them play. So they're going to have their work cut out for them. As a matter of fact, we've got our work cut out for them ourselves as well. We thought we were going to have 3 series tonight. Lo and behold, here comes matchup number 2. I'm excited for it.